the Zeta.
Why do you have such a small Zeta for such a giant contract?
Because it's what it gave me.
For real?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, mine's pretty giant, and yet I've got a small cedar.
It's a 6 meter. Main thing is I'm probably going to end up bringing it over here. Let me bring in some realism. Look to the front, look to the back. Look to the front, look to the back.
I still think it's a little silly that rock picking isn't a contract type.
That's true.
That what's on the what where?
Rock picking.
Ah,
Or
why?
rolling or mulching, stuff like that. Especially now, since mulching and rolling is actually layers.
Well, I assume they did it because you don't need to do it every single time. Actually, I've got a bit of news for you guys. I can't remember if I added it in or not already, but even though this has got a rock crusher here, what's known as a debris crusher, I have a mod which I'm going to most likely put in, unless you guys for some reason find a reason not to, but it makes lime from stones and rocks.
That's a good thing. And you have not added that in yet.
Okay. I had 2 of them actually, so I'm just testing them. One's a very, well, actually one looks like the debris crusher anyway, same model, and another one looks like a decent size sort of, not a decent, not like a large factory, but something you would expect for a production of that. So you'll be able to buy it for your own farms if you want. This is nice. I can eat my coffee while I'm doing this.
Okay, this is weird.
What's up?
As you can see, I have finished field 6 almost completely, and the progress is only at 68%. The hell?
Oh, damn.
And now it's suddenly at 96%. What the frick?
Hey, as long as it finishes it, don't worry about it.
That's true. For a second there, I thought it is a two-parted field like we had on Zika, if you know. I'm gonna do the second small contract then.
Yep. That will leave one for someone, and I don't think that would be me.
No, that's the one I'm taking now.
What do you mean taking now? There was 5 contracts.
JJ,
Yeah,
we
there
all
were
took
5 contracts. Each of you have one. I finished one, and I'm taking the last one.
Oh, yeah, it's 4 of us, not 3 of us. There's my mess coming through. Anyone
So
needs tutoring, give me a call. So therefore I was right. It leaves 1 contract, which you had, and it won't be me doing it. So, the correct statement.
That is true.
Have you guys gone through a winter in your solo games?
I have.
I haven't, no.
Well, I am in winter in my solo game. And for some reason, instead of snow, I just get flickering textures.
Okay, so you haven't actually completely gone through it yet.
Oh, no.
So I did it with the Alpine map, and even though the snow went, I had frost textures over everything all the way into July.
That sounds like a bug.
I actually went into the console and reloaded the environment and I fixed it. But yeah, I just thought, did anyone else have that issue? Or is it a mod I've got causing it? So, I don't know. I'm just about in winter again, I think, so I'll find out. There was lots of snow in the Alpines, mate. Tell you. I think I mentioned that last stream.
Gee, I wonder why that is. Might be because it's in the Alps. But that's just a wild guess.
Well, I figure it's because everyone's stuck at home during lockdown, so they spend more time opening their fridge and staring at their fridge contents to see if there's anything to eat. So with all these people with their fridges open, global temperature drops.
There's
That's actually what I was doing.
there's a flaw in that theory.
You do know why we go to the fridge and stare into it without actually taking something out at times, yeah?
Yeah, someone keeps cancelling actions.
Nah, the fridge is a safe point, dude. And the game is freezing for a while.
Oh my god.
What?
Nothing. There's a flaw with your plan, though, your theory, Patrio. Because the longer you open up your fridge, therefore the fridge has to start the motor up, which produces heat, so it cancels it out.
But my fridge doesn't get hot. What are you talking about?
My fridge does.
Time for a new fridge then.
In summertime, it is hot on the side, trying to keep it cool inside.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh damn, dude, you really need a new fridge.
It was a new fridge. It's done up ever since it turned up.
Yeah, because you got the old school ones that had the radiators mounted to the back of them, obviously for the heat exchange, whereas these days it's built into the walls, so you don't have the external radiators. Better for durability and strength, but yeah, the age-old sides of fridge may become warm during operation.
Yeah. Clearly, people got different definition of warm.
Yeah, you know, anything above 45 degrees.
Oh,
JJ, I think there's something going on with the fields down here. That the tractor keeps slowing down. Because the tractor I have has 200 and what the frick? Why aren't you working? Has how much horsepower do you have? 205, and it's supposed to need 150 for this planter. And for some reason, it's random intervals. It's as if it gets stuck somewhere. It slows down for a second and then speeds up again.
yeah, it might be they have a soil thing in it with the soil's a bit more compact or something like that. Don't forget, you've got how many horsepower did you need to run that thing?
150.
And you've got 200 and
205, yeah.
So you just got to remember that 150 of the tractor's horsepower is used on that implement, so you've only got 45 horsepower to move your tractor.
55, but yeah, it's point taken.
Which people tend to forget in this game.
The wheels are spinning quite a bit.
I used to see that quite a lot. People complain about that. They're going, "Oh, I've got this. How come work up? It goes slow and everything else." But you got to remember, you know, the tractor still needs horsepower to
good
move.
horsepower? Good need for supply rating.
I wouldn't have a clue. I mean,
At least-
how much
at
do you?
least 50.
Well, I don't know. It depends because you got to account for the weight of the tractor.
Yeah,
How much
that's
does the
what I
tractor
thought.
weighs? So obviously, when you get a tractor with 200 horsepower, maybe you need about 120, 130 horsepower to actually run that tractor, and then the rest is left over to run implements. So you know, implements.
So basically, a good rule of thumb would be implement plus 100.
Well, it depends on the size of the tractor. Like I said, you might get a big tractor, one of the big ones, like the Sligo or whatever the case is, and you need 200 of the horsepower. So I'm probably more of a percentage of the horsepower than the actual figure, a set figure.
Yeah, but then the ramp up in horsepower for the tractors and the implements doesn't make much sense, does it? Because only the big tractors can run the big implements, and if they actually need more, exponentially more horsepower, then you can just take a big medium tractor and try that, you know?
Yeah, I
That
suppose.
makes sense.
But I assume that the power, I mean, a lot of the power would be how much pulling is required power for pulling the implement and running whatever needs power-wise through the PTO. I suppose
True.
will be part of that reason what they put in that amount. But obviously, we got the John Deere. I think the John Deere is an interesting one where I've got the John Deere plough, the 15-metre plough we've got in here.
Yeah.
And I tested that. Now, the rating for that was 290 horsepower or kilowatt or something to run that. So I grabbed one that had 305, and the speed it was supposed to go at, I think, was 18 kilometres an hour. But it was only doing it at 15. And then I got one that was 50 horsepower more, and it went up to 16 kilometres an hour. Then I got one that was 100 horsepower more, and then it went to the range it could do. So it might be a minimum spec as well. You never know, you know, that it might be something when the farmer goes to buy something and they say to them, right, you need a minimum of this to run it. If you run it really well, you need this amount, you know, like sort of like recommended and minimum spec what you get with games. There's no reason why they probably don't have that with I've gone way too far with the tractor, most likely.
Also depends on the torque that the tractor can put out, because it's all well and good to say, oh, I've got a 1,000 horsepower tractor, cool, but it's only got 75 newton meters of torque. Well, it's not going to do anything. You let the clutch go, it's going to stall.
Mm-hmm.
I used to get that all the time with computers when I was working with computers and building computers for people. They'd think that, you know, all computers run the same. They didn't realise there's a reason why some CPUs are a lot dearer than other CPUs. It's like people trying to drive a Mini like a V8, like it's got a V8 in it. It's not gonna work. Trying to drive a 1.6 litre engine and drive it and expect to get the same amount of power out you would get with a V8.
Yeah, I know that feeling. I tried to park a Kia Rio once. Didn't have a tachometer, so that was all fun and games. I'm like, okay, so it's obviously idling. Ease the clutch out, flat ground, solid surface, and it's just bump. Okay, maybe I was a bit too rough with it. Start it up, fire it up, yep, idling, cool. A little bit of rev, ease the clutch out, and bump. I'm like, okay, this thing is either a very bitey clutch or a weak engine.
JJ hasn't even done 1/4 of his field, and I'm done with my 2 fields.
Yeah, I had to go back and get seed as well.
Oh.
I've done probably a quarter.
The train, the train.
The C capacitor on these planters is a bit lacking, but yeah, I've had to refill them about halfway-ish. Triangular field doesn't help the calculation. Although I am worried I'm going to have to go back and get another set of seeds at my rate.
I've done a huge 21%.
55, but I think I'm going to have to get another seed pallet to make the completion, because the way it's chewing through it, I don't think I'm going to get it.
I've still got 3 bags because this only holds, well, you know, 400 litres. We've got the same planter. I got the feeling the game's got it in for me, eh? It's giving me tractors that are completely useless to cultivate a field that it takes me a whole day while you guys chew through the contracts and get ahead and money.
I mean, Jojo, you can use your own tractor with the borrowed implement.
Yeah, I know, but not with that. I did with the other one, remember? Why is the cruise control keep stopping? This one, the tractor's not that bad, but what I'm saying is I'm getting this small seeder to do the biggest field. You guys will be finished well before me. The only saving grace this time is there's not many contracts left over, is there? I think as soon as we finish these, we might get fermenting, fertilising ones.
Uh-huh.
I was going to say, what's your contract worth?
Mine's worth 3.5.
Yeah, mine's a 10 shy of 5k.
That wasn't the point I was making. Don't bring the amount we're getting into this.
Why is yours worth like not even a K?
Nowhere near 1,000.
Yeah, the outload trader does not work.
What do you mean it doesn't work?
It doesn't work.
Lettuce is not accepted here, is what I just got while I'm planting cotton on the field.
But enable autoload 1, so it should get 1 pallet. So
Yeah.
yeah, and it doesn't push it up. Get up.
You gotta drive up a little bit, I think. Remember. And you gotta be right next to them too.
Yeah, I am though.
No, you gotta go towards the back, sort of. Oh, no, you need to go to 2. You've already got 1 on.
What do you mean I need to go to 2?
You need to press the button again so it comes up with 2.
Which button would that be?
The same button you press to auto-load. You don't press it once and it automatically auto-loads all of them. You gotta
Yeah,
press
I'm
it.
spamming like a crazy person and nothing happens, dude.
Oh, okay.
Whatever.
What are you trying to pick up? The same thing that you've already got on there, I'll take it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just weird. Oh well.
But remember, I can't remember what it is, but the author did say there is one issue with the multiplayer thing, which is he needs giants to do with the giants coding, and he needs giants to change or fix that coding. to try and put it on the other side and see if it would pick it up and see if it had something to do with. Oh, I'm almost out of seed again. Trying to remember if it's actually lettuce not accepted here.
Yeah, because for some reason the game thinks I'm trying to unload the lettuce into the water tank, which is nonsense.
Cruise control. Well. Just checking for errors. I believe I've managed to start the second third of this field, and fun. You got a Stevie's placeable thing? Product sales? Tomato?
No.
Oh, okay.
It was me. Mwah.
Yeah, I knew you had one. I was just saying if Smudo had one as well.
Where do I find that anyway? Sell points?
Silos, I think.
Man, my mouse is acting up. No.
Try and find it. Remember where it is. Instruction.
Not on the sell points either. Fitness.
Sheds.
No.
Just remember it has its own sale thing, so it will have price fluctuations. It's not set to one.
That makes sense.
But just think of the money you'll save by not actually having to run off and drive and diesel and stuff.
Yeah, no, I completely agree, dude.
I did notice one thing with the lettuce as well. You used to be able to pick the lettuce up, but now you're not. They stopped that. And I was wondering why you could, because the lettuce was quite heavy. 500 kg or something, and you were allowed to pick it up.
Yeah, I thought it was 200, but yeah, still it's more than 100. And as someone that picks up 80 kilo washing machines every day, I can tell you that's not fun. Although it is amusing when you get a customer go and haul like an oven or a fridge or whatever into someone's car, and they're like, oh, you must do that a lot. I'm just like, yeah, 4 times a day.
Not bad. Due to all the skipping we did, I made almost as much from the production as I made from the 2 contracts. But then again, there is the collected production from December, January, and well, half of this day.
What I wanted to try, I was going to test it, was putting Stevie's sell point on top of the spawn point for them.
Way ahead of you. I get about 500 a day.
Oh, it does work. I know it doesn't cover the whole thing. Well, not with the big one. I don't know which one you've got. But with the big greenhouse, it doesn't cover the whole spawn point.
Yeah,
But
and
it don't matter, does
choosing
it?
more than one of those gonna make it very, very confusing, because we already have 2 cell points named the same, which is tad annoying. I didn't see Patrio's cell point there.
And that was just because I didn't want to use trailers and front loaders, so technically I was cheating.
Well, if you're going to get it, you might as well just use that. Otherwise, there's no point.
Actually, instead of taking the price cut for automatic sell direct from the greenhouse, it was drop the pallet, sell point picks it up and sells it off, so no material handling.
Maybe we should make it, that's the only way you can use it, otherwise it's just...
I mean, the primary reason was the fact that it auto sells, so if we skip through a night, I don't have to be present to sell it off, because it's just going to auto sell. So
Well,
I lose out during the cheaper months because I'm not stockpiling, but it also keeps the pallets off the map, so it helps lag.
Better even out over the year. Because the price will go up and go down.
Yeah, one short test over the course of 1 day, months, and 2 years. The large greenhouse averaged a return of about $10,000. So it's like it takes a year to pay itself off, and then another year to actually start turning a profit.
So now it basically doubles that, since the profits come in slower. Do they actually come in slower though? Because the pallet size is double,
Yeah,
so obviously they come out slower.
I was going to say, yeah, because of the increase in the pallet capacity, so I figured that there's still...
It's a.
that's what the average is.
I'm guessing it's a little less.
I didn't
I
notice
think
that
they
the
also-
capacity went up for it. I thought it was the same capacity.
No, the capacity doubled. It's 500 liters per lettuce pallet now. Instead of 250 or 240, I don't know what it was before.
240, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it was 200, but still, yeah. Because that was the other, so you kept seeing people whinging that the strawberry pallets you'd have, was it like 190 or 64? Like it was some very low number for a strawberry pallet, which you'd expect for the kilos for the volume, but it's like you go overnight and you got 50 pallets trying to handle.
Okay, well in that case I'll take my complaint back.
Well, I do still think it is a little bit less than before, and since it comes out slower, unless you have it an auto sale, it takes longer for you to actually get to the profit, because you have to wait longer.
Yeah, but you're getting twice as much. It's better than leaving it what there was, which I thought was happening.
Yeah, it makes if you have to drive a long way, it makes the load worth more. That's true. So yeah, overall the difference is not that much. I do still think it's a little bit lower though than before.
Yeah, because I mean, over a year, I don't know. Now with the way they got it, but do you get more with the adjustment, even though they do it over? You get so much over the year or whatever it is. Before it was over a day or whatever it was, a month. I'm not sure. But at the end of it, are you still getting more because you're getting a bigger amount? Do you get more per year now? Just it comes out slower, but you over the year get more this way than you did.
No, I think it comes out slower and you get less overall. But since you sell bigger amounts at one time, you get more money at once. Makes it easier to wait for January, for example, when the price for lettuce is best.
Yeah, but that doesn't sort of answer my question though.
To store.
What you're saying is what's happening now, but what I'm saying, if you did a year of the old thing, and say you did a year and then sold all of that in the old formula, and then you do a year with the formula it's at now and sold it, would you actually get more? Would there be more lettuce at the end of the year in the new formula than the old formula, regardless
I
of
don't think so.
Because you might think that might not be because it came out quicker and you're getting more, but you're getting more, or over double more coming out. You know what I mean?
To rephrase, I think your total production per annum is slightly lower.
Yeah.
Okay. Still a little bit more realistic though. Excuse me. I believe. In the time, because it was a little too quick. I mean, every day filling up those pallets. I know it's not a proper day, it represents something else. But then again, we're in seasons now. We're on in this, like Masola game. Every day I was getting a full thing. It was getting filled up with the big greenhouse. The spawn point was getting completely full. But
how long is the growth cycle for lettuce actually?
But I mean, technically that would have been 2 weeks. I was getting that, which you wouldn't get in real life. Now I'm getting like one a day or something.
Yeah.
So one
And
every 2 weeks.
Strawberries wouldn't produce fruit year round. They just
No,
don't.
no, it's summertime.
I mean, you can extend it in greenhouses. I mean, you can buy, but greenhouse strawberries just taste like blah.
Yeah, but then again, yeah, I don't know. Maybe hydroponics, you can do it all year round. Good, which there are mods for hydroponic greenhouses.
I mean, technically they had it right with 17, with 17? Yeah, 17. Yeah, 17. I was like, get my head straight. Yeah, obviously with the water to get it started and then manure as a bonus.
Yeah, that they've taken that away is a bit sad. That you can't deliver manure for production bonus anymore.
I've got a mod Greenhouse XXL, if you guys want it. I can add it into this. Where you've actually got to provide... you don't provide water, because I think it's already added into the greenhouse, but you've got to provide the seeds, fertiliser and herbicide.
Okay.
I was going to say, you mentioned
just random seeds or special seeds?
No, just the normal in-game seeds.
Oh, okay, cool.
You know, because
That's actually pretty cool.
Wouldn't be random seeds. It's like we've got this. Funny enough, the same seeds from the same bag I'm doing the cotton that I did with the barley and everything else. So no, I mean it would be nice if they did that in the game. But yeah, I mean you got to provide the seeds, obviously. So it makes sense. I don't know why you don't in this, the greenhouse.
Yeah, there was a mod for 19 where you had to buy crop-specific seeds.
Yeah.